The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com. For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered. The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, InRavio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is InRavio.com. For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered.
Transmission of lice occurs from being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Like catching a cold or the flu.
You have guaranteed peace of mind in every bottle of Got Lice because all of our products are completely natural.
And organic.
But strong enough to cover all your lice removal needs while being safe and effective. Our professional technicians are specially trained with our exclusive proven technique to successfully comb out head lice. We come right to your home at your convenience.
Whenever you want us.
We bring everything needed to perform a successful and complete comb out while eliminating your head lice. And we leave you with our exclusive complimentary products to use for the next 10 days following our treatment.
For free.
Our technicians also check all family members who have been exposed to lice. Please visit us on our website today at gotlice.co or feel free to call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 646-257-0121. Hello. Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
You're such a thrill. Oh my goodness.
All right, So what do we got today? Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
This is Bonnie. I am Chuck. Mr. Big, he's always in our minds. We got Matt in the booth, Kevin in the booth.
Hi, guys.
So how was your weekend?
Relaxing. Was quiet. Actually, no. Sunday was busy. We were out all day. Running around all day. Stretched around doing the mat Pilates. That's a joke.
The what? Why is that a joke?
Because
You
it's
did well. You did
all those things you're supposed to do, and there's too much fat on me to make those poses happen.
I don't think you're supposed to make the poses happen. It just happens. My mic pack is on.
Now it is. Now we have chuckles. Yeah, you have to make the poses happen.
What do we make the poses happen?
Well, I mean, you don't just kind of lay there and then your knees just miraculously suck up to your chest.
It's not a pose. You're not Madonna.
Thank goodness.
You're exercising. The idea is you're just stretching. It's really all it is. You make a lot big of a deal out of it than it really is. It's just stretching. Some people stretch further than others. I mean, the people that were stretching there, they were like, some of those were
I know,
far
it
beyond
goes
us. So.
balancing on their tailbones and
Right, exactly. And not happening. I can't make that happen.
no,
Exactly.
and I just gradually come up each vertebrae at a time until you're in a full sitting position. Very funny. No, if I can't use at least one hand, I'm not sitting up. I'm just rolling around like a turtle on my shell. Yeah. So it's entertaining, it's funny, but yeah, now I got a long way to go before I get good at that.
So anyway, you had fun.
Yeah, well,
You
I
got some
giggle about it.
exercise out of it, right?
It's a giggle. It's definitely a giggle.
Well, I mean, the idea was to have some fun with it, and that's what you did, and get some exercise out of it. That's what it's all about. How was your weekend, Matt?
Did you do something fun?
Did I do something? Yeah, I laid in bed.
You laid in
day.
bed
All day.
all day. Were you on your phone, LOLing?
I was LMAOing, yes.
You were in LMABOMOUSE, laughing my bed off?
Yes. I was taking selfies of my schmeckle, so I was laughing.
From a distance, so it looked bigger, right?
Absolutely. No, the closer the better, because then it comes off the screen.
Gotcha.
Right, if you can't get
And
the
if
whole
you
thing
do it,
in.
and if you do it the long way instead of the narrow way, it makes it look even bigger.
But thinner. There's a mad science.
That's why you have to put it on something hard and squash it. It makes it look wider.
Well, that's the goal to begin with, isn't it? So, Kev, what did you do this week?
So what did you do, Kev? Selfies of your schmeckle too?
No,
Were you
absolutely
sending
nothing.
selfies back and forth with Matt?
Oh, man.
No, I don't take selfies.
No.
Like, no.
Like
Well,
no.
you kind of just threw me into the middle of this conversation here.
You're normally in the middle of the conversation. Kevin doesn't do selfies at all, huh? Never? You've never done a single selfie
Well,
ever?
I have, but not like regular day basis like some people do.
Like
Okay.
this is my outfit going to work. You don't do that?
No.
The outfit of the day.
I can't imagine Kevin actually saying the word outfit.
Outfit.
Let's see. This hat doesn't go with this T-shirt.
No. No, that's not a Kevin.
Exactly.
Kevin only wears black.
I've got a couple white shirts here and there.
He's got white.
Do you?
Wow. All right, so everybody's weekend was basically boring. That's good. That is good. It's relaxing. It's quiet.
Well, we were busy. We were
Yeah, we
hopping
were
around.
busy, but we didn't know no major excitement, no catastrophes,
We were
nothing
out the whole
blew
day.
up.
We didn't get home till like 6.
I know, because we were shopping. I got some new clothes.
Go for you. Now get a new job so you can pay for it. And then I'll be impressed.
You're just mean today. Just a big old meanie.
I'm having a hard time over here.
Aw.
Okay, so, moving right along.
Yes.
So, should we go to stupid news?
Okay, we can go to stupid news. Yeah, we definitely need a hooray at the end of that. All right, a university in, let's see, I'm not sure where they are, but Plymouth University has torn down all kinds of posters that they had all over the place. Uh-oh.
Oh, we're going to break. See ya.
Plymouth University had posters all over the place talking about how it's bad to cheat on tests.
Okay.
Okay. So, on
This
one
is a
part,
new campaign they have, no cheating.
yes, no cheating. So they had these
So you
big old
can't
posters.
you can't phone a friend with your cell phone, is what you're saying.
Right. There, you know, it was a big circle with a line through it with the cell phone, and there was another picture of a hand with the writing
Does
on it.
anybody really write on their hand anymore?
Yes, people write on their hands all the time. I see people with ink all over their hands. Yes, I
That's
don't.
normally that's normally numbers from the bar. Isn't that where that comes from?
I don't know.
No.
No.
Start writing on me, put numbers all over you, and when you're at the bar, you wake up and it looks like somebody, you slept on a newspaper that someone's writing on you. No?
Okay. Well, anyway, this college, this university, had to tear down all of these posters that they had all over the place.
Tear down.
Tear
okay.
down. They had to rip them down or rip them
Because
off
they
the
were
walls.
politically incorrect.
No, because apparently
iPhone got upset.
the pictures of the hand with the writing on it actually provided some answers to the test.
Really?
Yes.
In the classroom they were in?
In the poster, yes. They were, one particular student said that he figures he's going to score approximately 10% higher than he would have.
Because of the
on his
non-cheating poster.
final, because of this no cheating
Really?
poster. Yes. It's a math test, okay?
2 plus 2.
I'm thinking that if there's numbers on that, written on that hand,
Yeah.
chances are it's going to help. You know, it's not like it says the Boston Tea Party took place at such and such a year or something like that. It's numbers. So it's numbers, it's math. If it says 4, that's the answer to some question. Really?
Right, exactly. How do you make that work?
Yeah. But they are actually pretty intense equations on this hand. I don't know what 90% of it means. I don't know what a bunch of the symbols mean, actually. Never mind the numbers. Okay, I'm stupid. Hooray! I'm
Hooray!
stupid. Okay. So you got something for me or no?
I'm working on it.
You're working on it. All right, fine. So moving right along, a student in Minnesota has been expelled from school for the balance of the school year.
The balance of the
Yes,
school year.
the whole rest of the school year. Now this is Minnesota,
Whole rest of the school year.
They're
Okay.
probably getting out of school late May, so it's not like she's losing a ton of time this year because they do get out earlier than we do here in New York. But she got expelled because the school has a zero tolerance policy, and they found a knife in her locker. And her family and her friends and stuff have put together a Facebook page trying to get her back into school, get the charges dropped or whatever you want to call it. They've started this whole Facebook petition thing.
Okay.
Because she's an honor student. So I'm thinking she's an honor student. She's probably never gotten in trouble before.
Right.
Okay. It turns out she had the knife in her locker because
What was she going gangbanging? Is that what?
No, actually, this is Minnesota, okay? Her boyfriend,
So she was going crop banging.
her boyfriend lives on a farm, and she was helping him on his family farm, and so she had this knife with her, and she put it in her bag after they were done, in Minnesota terms, in her purse, and
Yeah.
And when she got to school, she said, oh no, I've got this knife and I can't have this. So she stuck it in her locker so she wouldn't get caught with it or get in trouble or whatever. And then she forgot about it. And they did this spot check of the lockers and they found it, and so they expelled her. Now the penalty, according to this school, could be anywhere from 3 to 5 days suspension and possible expulsion. So she's an honor student who's
She's in
probably,
college?
No, she's high school.
High school.
She's 17 years old.
Can't have a knife.
No. But
Well, you know, that was the same story. I happened to be helping a family friend in their crop circles, and I had a knife. I put it in my bag, and when they caught me breaking into the school library with the knife because it was locked and I wanted to get in to play poker with the rest of the boys, that's the same excuse I used.
that you were helping your boyfriend on his farm?
Yes, I was helping my boyfriend break into the library so we could play poker. We were playing gin rummy in the library.
Why did she get expulsion, though? I don't get it. I mean, she's an honor student.
She's got a knife.
Yeah, but she's an honor student. If they can give anywhere from 3 to 5 days...
Now, even better, they got a picture of a knife. It's probably like 12 inches long.
No, actually, they did have a picture of the
not
knife,
a
and
pocket
all
knife?
total, including the handle, is about this big. It's like 4.5, 5 inches,
Okay.
something like that. It's no
Just
big
enough
deal.
to kill somebody.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it was
Well,
probably...
today in school, you see, with me, they took the knife away from me, and that was the end of that.
Right.
Didn't call my parents, nothing.
Well, it was also like the year one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was me and Jesus. We were breaking into the library together. Play gin rummy. Yeah. No, now he's called Jesus, along with about 5,000 other people here in America.
No, I'm just thinking she's an honor student. She should have gotten the lighter
Should have
penalty.
got a pass.
No, the lighter penalty. You're not supposed to have it in school. You shouldn't have brought it. She knows better. I'm sure she would have been willing to accept the 3, possibly 5 days of suspension, but I think expelling her is a little overdoing it. In my mind. You know, I mean, she's not I doubt very seriously she's causing a problem in school.
So what
all over
happens
the
the
place.
week after when she brings in a 357 and she's like, I was helping my boyfriend on his farm. We were shooting some elk and it just stuck it in my bag and I forgot all about it. What happens
You
then?
really think that's going to happen with an honor
You
student?
got to draw the line. Do you think she's going to bring a knife? Well, apparently.
Well, if she's an honor student. Who's the kid that gets the 3 to 5 days then?
What do you mean, who's the kid? Any kid?
Well, if an honor student gets expelled for a small knife in her locker, not on her person, in her locker, who's the kid that gets 3 to 5 days
But
suspension?
here's the better yet. Okay, the better yet
How
is
good do you
just
have to
because
be?
she's an honor student doesn't mean she can't snap.
Absolutely, I get that. But how good a kid do you have to be, or how small a knife, or what are they, wielding a paper clip? What is it that makes it so that you only get 3 to 5
It's
days?
a chicken finger, and he used it as a gun. So does that mean that he gets expelled too? Yes, he got expelled. It was a freaking chicken finger. Am I right? I mean, she had a knife. Where do you draw the line? You got to say, psh, zero tolerance.
Yes, 0 tolerance, but she didn't need to have that big a penalty. She could have gone
3 to
with
5 days? What are we gonna give her, 3 hours?
The school says that the normal penalty is 3 to 5 days
Okay.
suspension, possibly expulsion.
All right.
She got expulsion.
She
Why?
got expulsion.
Yes,
They
that's what I
kicked her
said.
out.
She got expelled.
And she had nothing else on her record? Had to have.
I doubt it.
Had to have something else.
I didn't know any honor students in my school that were doing anything bad.
Really?
No, to be on the honor roll, forget it. No, you couldn't.
Really?
There was no time.
Yeah, in my school, we were so highbrow that the guy who got accepted into Yale, okay, and his buddy who got accepted into Harvard, okay, they were both obviously on the honor roll, right?
No, I would think.
Yeah. This is when computers first came about, where you can actually have a personal computer and it wasn't a room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they broke into the school computer and they were writing their own writing checks to themselves. And
Again,
yes,
it was the year one, and there
they
wasn't
had
as much to
They had
learn.
quite a stop off at prison before they went to Yale.
Well, history class took all of one day. That was history.
History class?
Yeah, when you were in school.
Really? You gonna pull that card out, are you?
No?
And when you went to school, what was history class?
was like a week.
Science was what grass? Science was what grass seed to put on the front lawn? Because grass was new out there. It was all dirt.
Pretty much.
Come on.
Yeah, we didn't really have grass when I went to school. Oh, Matt has a
just
project.
what I need. I was a little short. Yeah, thank God.
It's a present.
A present?
Yeah.
Does it have cheese over it?
I made this for Chuck.
Okay.
Stupid headlines.
Ooh.
Okay.
So Chuck, you have the honors of reading for the viewers.
Okay. Tires, 4 Michelin.
The one that's
the yellow
highlighted,
one.
preferably.
Oh, the yellow one.
Hooray, you're
I'm
stupid.
thinking I could use
Hooray,
tires. I'm
you're
thinking I
stupid.
could use some tires. Tombstone, Standard Gray, a good buy for someone named Grady.
If you're not named Grady, then it's really not a good
Then
value.
you're screwed. Unless you're Mrs. O'Grady.
Yeah.
Maybe you could squeeze it in there.
You could stick the O on there. Okay.
Diana was still alive hours before she died.
I certainly hope so.
Stupid news.
Okay.
Utah Poison Control Center reminds everyone not to take poison.
Okay.
Yeah,
Apparently they're
that's a
stupid
good-
in Utah.
It's a good reminder to have.
Yes.
Do not drink this, you will die. Hispanics ace Spanish tests.
I certainly
Yeah.
hope so.
If they didn't, then we'd be concerned.
Native speakers pump up AP scores. Okay.
Cops arrest white woman on warrant for black man.
Okay. Go ahead.
Drunk Reston woman shows up naked to visit jailed husband. Awesome.
Honey, look what I got.
She was arrested and charged with indecent exposure and drunk in public. She was held in jail until she was sober. She was going to meet her husband, who's 26 years old, in prison. So she was drunk, completely naked, and refused to get dressed or leave in a cab.
Because she was there for her conjugal visit.
That sounds like a lot of girlfriends I've had.
Really?
Yeah. Drunk naked in public and refused to leave.
Okay.
Been there, done that, got the t-shirt.
None that I know.
That was BC,
All right.
before Chipka.
Okay, so Las Vegas high school senior, apparently. She's 17 years old. Her name is Alyssa. Her best friend wanted to run for prom queen, okay? So she figured, well, there's no way I'm going to win because, you know, you're so pretty or whatever. So she said, wouldn't it be funny if I ran for prom king? So she did. And she won.
Of course she did.
King.
Of course she did.
Okay, explain why you think this
It's not
is
the
right.
first time it's happened.
It's stupid.
I agree. But it's not the first time it's happened.
Well, it needs to be the last.
Right? I
That's
agree.
my feeling on it. I'm sorry if I'm not PC.
Well, that's
but
exactly
the word
it.
is king,
They
not
ha-
queen,
right.
king.
They got to give it to her because, you know, she could be a lesbian, God forbid.
That's a whole different thing.
That's a
It's
different ball of
different
wax.
queen. Different queen, Matt.
Matt's a queen.
Different queen. I'm sorry, but it's, you know, there's certain lines I think he shouldn't cross. You know, there's king, it means that's a boy, you know, and if you're a boy, you can be the king, and if you're a girl, you can be queen. And, you know,
That sounds like a song.
I'm sorry, those are lines you shouldn't cross. I just think it's stupid. It's just dumb. That's my feeling on that matter. I'm not taking it back. I don't care.
Yeah, well, you know,
I
it's
welcome
just a,
your letters.
It's a thing. I get what you're saying. It's just a thing. You know, they should always keep it that way. It's what it is, you know. But everybody's got to blur the lines, you know. All because of Robin Thicke, we got to blur the lines. All right, well, how about this? Anti-gay Republican once worked as a drag queen in a gay bar. How did I know Matt was going to like this story?
He had it
Okay.
on his Facebook.
He's stalking me. Okay, princess, I'll get it out. Hang on. So apparently, Steve Wiles is a conservative Senate candidate from North Carolina, an openly anti-gay Republican, has been quite vocal in his support of banning same-sex marriages. Apparently, he has been keeping some serious secrets from the public's eye because it was confirmed his drag queen passed to the Winston-Salem Journal. So from 2002 to 2010, he worked at a lounge called Club Odyssey, where he directed the weekly drag show, according to the club's former owner. Quite interesting.
So he's anti...
He goes under the name Miss Mona Sinclair, with a big S. Sinclair.
So he's anti-gay,
Yeah.
but yet he used to be a drag queen. And he used to run the whole drag show thing.
Well, keep in mind, we've got to see exactly what I don't know if he's anti-gay or just anti-same-sex marriages. So he wants to ban the same-sex marriages is what he wants to do.
Good picture, Matt.
Ooh, he's half and half.
Really,
Now he's full.
Would you, as a person who is gay, who is a drag queen, all of that, would you be against same-sex marriages? Wouldn't that be counterproductive to who you are?
If you what?
Well,
Say
your brother's
again?
afraid of marriage.
Well, this is a hotbed issue. You got the, same thing as the abortion, anti-abortion, pro-abortion. Everybody, in this world that we live in, unless there's two sides of the coin, nobody's happy because everybody wants to piss and moan about something.
Okay.
That's really what it boils down to. Okay. Really, when you talk to most people, like, for example, are you for or against gay marriage? Why?
For, and I think that everybody should have that opportunity if they want it.
That's baloney, because really what it boils down to is, I don't think most people boil it down to, should they be allowed? Does God look at it this way?
I don't care what God thinks.
Right. Well, when they go to heaven, God's going to take care of them however he wants to do. But I think when I look at it, the whole gay marriage thing for me is not that, I'm against it because, this one can't love that one. I've known a lot of gay people, and I know that, they're with somebody, then they're not with somebody. And it's very rare that you find people that are with them forever. Right? I mean...
How often do you see that in the straight community?
Well,
No,
that's true, too.
I
That's true,
completely,
too.
as a gay man, just for the viewers, a reminder.
Can they hear
I
you? 'Cause
completely, I completely agree with you. But something I've noticed since gay marriage has been legalized is people are actually taking their relationships more seriously because we actually have an end goal at this point. Prior,
what did you think?
What was the point?
Right.
What was the point?
Yeah, you didn't have to stick together.
Well, the point is this: if you're, and this was always my claim to fame, and I still say the same thing. I mean, whether Bonnie and I were married, okay, it didn't really make any difference in my eyes if us being married was not going to make me love her more.
Right.
Okay. Now, in most people's eyes, well, I got him hooked. He's married. You know what I mean? And then somewhere along that line, and we know people, and Bonnie will chime right in as soon as this is. As soon as they got married, it all went to hell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because now it's like, I got him hooked. I can pretty much do anything I want to do to him. You know what I mean? But before they were on there, it was like first date behavior. You know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of people that, are gay, and they seem to jump around from relationship to relationship. They don't seem to have. I don't really know anybody gay that had a long-term relationship myself.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's been, they've been together for 20 years or
doing
something.
what normal married couples do. They stay home.
Yeah.
I guess you're probably right.
I
Yeah,
mean, I know couples that have been together 30 years, and they're still not married.
Okay, well,
because
what?
they're like, what's the difference? We're happy living this way, but that's just like straight couples as well.
Right.
I think my view on this whole gay marriage thing is we should have the opportunity to be as pissed off with our spouse legally, just like you should.
Well, I think really it's not the fact that we don't believe that you should be allowed to do that.
There are
people.
Yeah.
There are people out of those, but ultimately, and this is where we're headed. Can you imagine, I mean, I don't have to tell you how many gay people are out there, and I don't have to tell you how much in taxes we pay now. Mm-hmm. But now you put in the mix gay people now that you have to deal with not only marriages, but divorces and separations and all the rest of that.
I just sense an economy boost.
What's that?
I just smell an economy boost. That's why Jersey did it, for the economy.
Really? How do you figure the economy is going to get a boost?
Well, think about it. You have more florists that are doing weddings, more wedding halls getting marriages, more wedding planners working, all that money's getting refiltered back in. Divorces, who cares? That's another $300 for a divorce. And then if you need a
And
real
more.
divorce because you married rich and he realized you're screwing the pool boy,
What about on the other end of the coin?
which is
The benefits.
the benefits get lost when you're not married anymore.
No, but they don't get lost when you are married. So now all the insurance
Why
companies,
can't everyone get the same benefits?
well, they can.
I mean,
but-
if illegals can get better benefits than I can, I'm born and raised here and pay taxes.
Well, that's another end of the coin.
But,
here,
you know, it's the
for
same-
example,
it's the same
if
kind of
if I
spectrum.
was hanging with a guy and I called up my insurance company and said, I want my significant other to get insurance coverage on my insurance, they would allow that.
Right.
But because it was Bonnie, they wouldn't allow it.
Well, did
You
you,
know,
live
but
with
now-
Bonnie for 10 years?
Yeah. But now, at the same token, now you get all of these gay couples that are getting married when, you know, all of these companies are figuring I have a single person here, and then all of a sudden, within a second, it's like you got an influx of all of these gay people that are getting married. All these insurance companies and all the other benefits that come along with being married are going to flood these insurance companies on the downside. So, yeah, it looks good on the marriage side, but I think it's going to hurt everybody else. And
Well,
we're-
there's flaws with everything. I mean, I'm
well,
sure they'll
ultimately,
figure out.
like, if you had to pick what's the one thing as a homeowner that you pay more of than anything else, you're going to say school taxes. That hurts you more than anything else. So as a person who's employed or an employer, the thing that hurts you the most as an employee or an employer is health care, right? Now you factor in the gay marriages, that health care is going to double or triple.
Doesn't matter.
Because it's going to be that
Because-
much more they got to pay out.
Yes,
Yeah, they
but
pay it out, but don't the premiums go up with it?
correct, they do. Yours
little-
do not
a little
because you're
bit.
in a union,
A little
and it's
bit,
the
but at
same
the
no matter
same
what.
token, it's a drain on the system.
I get that.
Quickly. It's not like, okay, they're flooding, they're coming in a little bit at a time, people get
But
married.
when you're married, when you're working, let's say you have an office job, okay? When I was working in an office, my insurance was X amount of dollars because I was a single person,
Correct.
okay? If I was married, it would be more because there was more people on that insurance. It's
Right.
the same situation.
Right, but instantly now you got all of these single
And
people that are
also-
getting married.
Also, in general, the gay community has better jobs. They carry better jobs for the most part. They're not the construction workers.
Well, then we can also go into male-female wages and things like that. But if you have two male wages coming into a home, that's why gay men get the cliche, oh, they're all designer queens. Well, they can afford it. You have two male incomes coming into a house. It's like having two CEOs working under the same roof.
And they also carry better jobs for the most part. You're never going to find a gay man as a garbage man. It's just not going to happen. Granted, they get paid well. I'm not
In
talking
Alabama,
about
absolutely, but they get paid better.
that. But they always have good jobs. It's very rare that they're just in crummy old nothing. Yeah, they're not the.
There's a lot-
They're
there's a
not
lot
the
that are
clerk
in
at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Is what I'm trying to say.
As a career goal, no.
No.
Not as a career goal, but there's a lot that are in retail.
Yeah.
Yes.
But retail, you can make a killing.
You can.
You work your way up in retail.
If you're in the
you
right-
notice the top people in retail, it's a lot of LGBT people.
Absolutely.
Because they started on the sales floor. Mm-hmm. But
And
it's
they move
also
up.
it's a very artsy industry, so it's
Correct.
Gap, Gay and Proud Inc. I mean,
Is that
you got
what
the
it is?
Gap,
Well,
you
I
got
think-
Banana Republic, and you got Old Navy. They were the first corporation to actually instill partner benefits.
Well, I think that the issue right there is going to be the money. I mean, because even though they might be bringing in more money, they're also going to be spending out more money too. You know, and the health care is the number one thing. That's the number one thing that hurts everybody on the pay scale side and on the paying
Well,
side.
I think in the end, all of that will work itself out. It'll be figured out.
It's all
But
going to
how
work
do you
itself
feel,
out.
like,
and
to
I-
go back to the story, how do you feel about this man being a complete hypocrite?
That's ridiculous. I think it's counterproductive to what he was doing and what he is doing, and the people that knew what he used to do and know what he's doing now just gonna be that much more mad
I
at
think
him.
he's just lying to get ahead in his career.
But I think it's gonna.
I mean, I know gay Republicans, they're very few, but
I think it's gonna hurt him because really, when you think about it, there's more gay people now than there ever was before.
well, out gay people, yeah.
Correct. And because they're out.
it's in style right now.
Well, because they're out, because it's more accepted, because they're out, they're also going to be more mad about what he's doing and more vocal about being mad about what he's doing. And they're not going to hide it. And I think it's very counterproductive to his career. My feeling.
What state is he? North Carolina?
North Carolina, I don't think you're going to find a lot of gay people there.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
I know two.
Let's go gay bar or steakhouse in North Carolina.
I know a couple as well, but I'm guessing that, the population there is not taking kindly to that.
I know two New Yorkers that went there.
Oh, I do too.
So
But I still think
that's
the
just them.
population there is not that great.
maybe.
But either way, the question is, unless you talk to this guy and find out exactly why he's opposed to it. Personally, I think it's the money issue. Because, when the dust settles, it's all going to work out good. But I think for the people that aren't gay, their insurance premium is going to go up as well because now they have to carry everybody else. Because that's kind of like what the insurance is. The insurance is, the people that are healthy are the ones that carry the ones that aren't as healthy. Because there's no way that, your father paid $1 million in health insurance.
No.
He was probably pretty close, but not $1 million. But that's what it cost him when he was in the hospital. So, these are some of the things that you got to be concerned about. And for something like that, your insurance premiums go up. And, what are they now? Like $1,400 a month?
Depends on where you go, who you got.
No, for coverage
Your
for
insurance
a
is very
couple.
high because it's union and they can get away with it, and that's what they do.
That's
But not
pretty
everybody
much-
else's is that high.
It's for coverage that we have. It's pretty right there.
I know.
But anyway, moving right along.
Moving right along. Okay, sticking with craziness, Florida judge has tossed a motion from a man who wanted to marry his porn-filled computer. He fell in love with his laptop, and sensing what?
Well, hey, if I can get my computer health insurance coverage, I'm in. Let's do it. Why don't we go for it? Sounds like a win-win to me, right?
He says he fell in love with it. He says he actually says he was trying to make a point in a same-sex marriage case. He says he filed a motion on behalf of other minority sexual orientation groups. So,
Okay.
I was quoted in saying that if gay people have the right to marry their object of sexual desire, even if they lack corresponding sexual parts,
I'd marry a cheeseburger.
he says, then I should have the right to marry my preferred sexual object, which happens to be his laptop.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, you're stuck. This is not actually his first time being in court about his laptop, though. He was in court before when he tried to sue Apple.
Why? Because he got his laptop pregnant? And it didn't come with a predetermined condom on it or something?
No, he tried to sue Apple for selling him the computer that he wants to marry because he said that it didn't come with like a safe search kind of thing on it, and he became addicted to porn. So he's blaming Apple.
That's my problem.
That your computer didn't have a safe search on
Yeah,
it?
it didn't have a safe search on it. Firewall let me get right through.
Okay.
Matt, how old were you? Well, we're talking computers were in his life, but how old were you when you started searching porn on the internet?
Oh, God, I hear from the control room.
He's got to think. Kevin's got a number already. You got to turn your mic on.
12 or 13? 12 or 13.
Nobody can
Wow.
hear you if it's not live.
12 or 13.
12 or 13?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
I
I
didn't have
printed
a
out my
computer then.
first pornographic picture, and my mom found it.
Was it a horse?
No. But it was hard to get porn then. Now it's really easy.
It was hard to get porn then.
Yeah, it was hard to find it.
Really?
Like you had to, of course you changed your date of birth so you could enter the site. But other than
Well,
that.
yeah, no, that's true. You had to go to specific sites. You had to sign in and all of that kind of stuff.
I was always just finding escort sites.
Where now you could just, you could type in
Google
anything.
search.
Yeah, you could type in anything. You can put shoe and you're just getting porn.
And you're getting like a schmeckle in a shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's what it is. Because as time goes on, this is only going to get worse.
Oh, goody.
joy. We're just gonna
Well, no, it's true, because as time goes on and people put more and more stuff up on the internet, you have a bigger place to pull from.
Have you ever actually noticed that now?
Did you notice? Probably didn't, but we had gone to the NAM show that one year. I took the pictures with the NAM girls, and you had put them up on something. You were on the website or something like that, and I put in Dean Girls. We were the first one that came up on a Google search.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, me with the Dean Girls.
Cool.
I mean, so
No,
the
I
more
have
stuff you put
actually
up
a better, have you ever noticed? The internet is actually getting kind of disgusting.
Getting?
Yeah, no, now you search for something and you're either going to get something pornographic or something surgical. Yes. That's what you get now. It's really gross. It's, you put in, like I had a story about a vasectomy. So I'm trying to get a picture that goes along with it, okay? And I'm getting pictures of fully intact penises, and I'm getting pictures of really, really disgusting, horrible, nightmarish penises. Nothing in between.
And what did you put in for the search?
Accidental vasectomy.
Really?
Yeah.
Why, were you looking to get one?
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted.
You're barking up the wrong tree.
No, that's not what I wanted. No, because it had to do with the story I have. As a matter of fact, it's my next one. It's my next story. A man in Britain went to the hospital for a, I love my picture. I made that.
That was the one that was the story I was looking at.
He went to Britain for a procedure, and they didn't talk about what the procedure actually was, but he went in for this procedure, and somehow he ended up with an accidental vasectomy.
Schmeckle reduction.
Yeah, okay. No, for some reason they just decided that this was the thing that they wanted to do, was just cut off the factory.
Yeah, he went in for a urological procedure.
Oh, it at least had to do with that part of the body? Okay, my
Yeah.
story didn't.
It's not like he went in for a hangnail and they cut a schmeckle off.
So the hospital has apologized like mad, up one side, down the other, but they're thinking that it's probably going to end up in a settlement of $170,000. I'm thinking that's not enough.
How old is this guy?
It doesn't say. I don't know. Apparently this happens a lot in Britain. Believe it
Really?
or not, yes. There were 148 similar incidents from April to September of last year
Well,
alone.
I got to tell you, when you went in for the leg, I was kind of surprised that they said right leg, wrong leg. You know what I
they
mean?
put a big mark on my leg.
Yeah.
Don't
and I was
cut
like,
this one.
in a way, it was kind of, laughable.
Creepy.
But afterwards, you look at it and you're like, yeah, that's a good thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But scary at the same token.
Yeah. But 148 between April and September of last year. Just that small period of time.
So the moral of the story, if something happens, get the hell out of Britain.
Yes. Yes, or wear a cup whenever you go to the hospital in Britain.
Yeah, like that. They'll just cut right through that thing. I'm sure they probably got a chainsaw that they can buzz right through that thing.
Ooh, now that's a frightening thought, actually. A chainsaw near your schmeckle?
Yeah.
One.
You know what kind of power equipment they were using on your leg?
No, thank you. I'm glad that I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You're pretty much right there.
Okay. Okay. In China.
All right, one more, then we have a news segment.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, then I don't know if this is my favorite of my stories. Yeah, Matt wants the rooster story. All right, we'll go. We'll skip right to the end. We'll go for my rooster story. Here he is. In Paris, France, in the court where the oh my goodness, the Eiffel Tower is. Okay, this performance artist was hanging out in this courtyard there, and he ended up getting arrested because he was dancing in this plaza dressed in a corset, high heels, long red gloves, and an elaborate feathered headdress with a rooster tethered to his penis by a ribbon.
Sounds like another Saturday night for Matt.
I don't think so. Oh,
I'm sure it did.
He's actually rather upset that he got
What's
arrested.
with the, what has he got, nails on or the knives or what? I'm telling you, it's like, is that Marissa's brother?
He's claiming this is art.
Art.
Yes, he was dancing.
So he had a rooster tied to his rooster.
Yes,
Basically, is what we're getting at here.
yes, exactly. By a ribbon. Now, when I first read this story, I had this picture in my head of a rooster actually tied to it, not like it was a leash.
Not
And
like
I
it was
wondered
this-
how they
you
did
had
that.
him like strapped to him.
Yes. Oh my God, that poor rooster.
Well,
Yeah,
you
then
know,
he got
hens
arrested.
can lay an egg, you know.
He got arrested and a $1,400 fine, and he's claiming that France has no sense of art because
Nothing,
they
absolutely
arrested him.
nothing. And he was at the Eiffel Tower when he did this?
Yes.
Even better. Look at the guy taking the picture there. He's got his cell phone out.
Yeah, well, he's posing.
Posing!
Oh my God, people are weird. This guy is from South Africa.
Oh, he traveled there to do this?
He's apparently lived in France for 10 years.
Really?
Yes. I'm actually giving the guy a lot of credit that he can walk in those shoes with a rooster tied to him like that. I couldn't do it.
I'm just, you know, I'm just seeing the rooster turning on this guy, and it's not going to finish well.
Well, hence the high heels. The rooster can't reach.
It can flutter up.
They flutter.
They can flutter up just enough to get a nip at you. And then
Hope
you're
not.
gonna have a, you know, your rooster's gonna be hurting in the morning.
Your goose is cooked.
Yeah, your rooster's cooked. Yeah.
All right, so what'd you bring me?
All right, so we have a new segment that we're doing. This is a new old segment we're dragging out of the closet. It's called Music Did You Know? So
We brought
today,
Matt. Dragged it out of the closet.
yes, dragged it out of the closet. That's how we got Matt out here. So this is a segment called Music Did You Know? Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. Now, a lot of people know Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. It's got a lot of great songs on it. It was released in March of 1973. It built on ideas explored in the band's early recordings and live shows, but lacks the extended instrumental excursions that characterized their works following departure in 1968. The album was developed as part of a forthcoming tour of live performances and was premiered several months before the studio recording began. The new material was further refined during the tour and was recorded in 2 sessions in 1972 and 1973 at Abbey Road Studios in London. The group used some of the most advanced recording techniques of the time, including multi-track recording and tape loops. Analog synthesizers were given prominence in several tracks, and a series of recorded interviews with staff and band personnel provided the source material for a range of philosophical quotations used throughout. Now, the engineer Alan Parsons was directly responsible for some of the most notable sonic aspects of the album, including the performance of Claire Torrey. The album's iconic sleeve features a prism that represents the band's stage lighting, and the record's lyrics, and the request for a simple and bold design. Now, the reason why this is very significant is, do you know how many weeks Dark Side of the Moon was on the charts?
No.
How about the control room? Anybody in there got a guess?
No. Kevin is actually a Pink Floyd fan.
Yes,
so-
Kevin should pull us right out of his black hat.
Nope.
No luck?
Nope, he's shrugging.
Dark Side of the Moon was an immediate success, primarily because Pink Floyd always led towards the techie end of it, but topping the Billboard charts, LPs, and tape chart for 1 week, it subsequently remained on the charts for 741 weeks.
Wow.
From 1973 to 1988, longer than any other album in history,
Wow.
with an estimated 45 million copies sold.
Jeez. That's a lot.
So yes, breathe in the air. Don't be
Okay,
afraid to
question. Alan Parsons, is that part of Alan Parsons' project? Is that the same guy?
No, I don't think so.
Oh. So much for my 80s reference. Okay.
Different guy. He's a recording engineer, but that's, you know, the techie end of it.
Okay.
All right.
All righty.
Now you dead in the water or what?
Yeah, no, that's... I'm not a Floyd fan, I'm sorry. It's not my thing.
I know, it's not you.
So I really don't know much of anything about them. I watched the movie.
Another brick in the wall?
Yes. It was weird. I know, everybody says you got to be stoned in order to watch it and you won't get it. No, that wouldn't have helped me. I still wouldn't have gotten it. That was just weird.
Well, there's a lot of things. We'll be doing a Music Did You Know segment every week. A lot
Okay.
of cool things in music that we come up with, so some cool things. We're also going to stick another segment in there. Why do they call it that?
Okay. Did you bring us a why did they call it that thing?
Nope, don't have anything. We're going to work on that. But Matt will work on some graphics. I'm sure he'll have this little banged out by next week.
Poor Matt. Okay, so if you're looking for something to do, check out the contest tab and enter to win tickets to one of the many shows at the Paramount in Huntington. Also, go to the ParamountNY.com for a complete list of upcoming shows and to buy tickets. So if we don't have what you're looking for, they do.
Right. And I wanted to go see Volbeat, but that was it. We picked the winners for that one. That's
Yes,
good.
that's done.
And Trivium. That should be
You
a good show.
missed. It's a sold-out show.
Yeah,
That's pretty impressive.
that's awesome. They're two great bands.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's not one I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
I just
They're
know their
heavy.
names.
They're heavier bands, but good. But Paramount has a... Yeah.
Yes.
So the boys from Metal Maniac show are going to be going, so I'm sure they'll have a rundown on how good that show was
Maybe some pictures.
on Monday at 6 o'clock. Yeah, new prime time spot, 6
That's
o'clock,
right.
right?
Yes.
6 to 7 before 5:05 on with Joe Larson.
And
NASCAR
definitely,
racing show, so tune in for that. That's a good Monday night schedule.
yeah. And there's no Nerdgasm tonight.
No Nerdgasm
And
tonight.
Dear Dad will be on tomorrow, right?
As far as I know, Dear Dad will be on tomorrow, yes.
Okay.
7 to 8, right?
Yes. And Matt, for In or Out, pun intended, has an amazing show this week, so you definitely have
Good.
to come back. Yeah,
I
come
look
home
forward to
Friday.
it.
He's got an
It's going to be
epic show.
sensational. Super.
You do that really too good. It's
Scares me. I'm so excited. Mark, when he does that voice, that's
The
scary.
little kid voice.
That's
Yeah,
scary.
it's kinda creepy.
And I'm listening to him like he's not going to be able to hold this up too much longer, and he just keeps going. I'm like, where's this coming from?
It's all octaves. It's, I hate you. Hi, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. Hello, Daddy. I'm going to eat you.
He's crazy.
I know.
He needs
He's,
to do our voiceovers
yeah.
of like Children of the Corn or
Maybe we
Children
can
of
have him.
Arabia.
Maybe he can do Hooray, You're Stupid.
Oh, he would. He would do it in opera.
That's what we need. We should have a contest. I mean, you know, you go into the bar there tonight, put some feelers out. You know what I'm saying?
Palms up or down.
Whatever it takes to get the job done.
All right, so I guess that's it for us.
What you
tonight,
do is you have them say it. I want you to say this. Hooray, you're stupid. And as they do it, you goose them. Hooray, you're stupid. Right? You give them a little goose. Right? Timing's everything now.
All right, so that's it for us. Definitely come
Now,
back
next
tomorrow.
week on the show,
Yes.
we're going to have something special we're going to talk about.
Okay.
And we're going to talk about sayings that you used to say that maybe, you know, like clothes. You look at yourself in an old picture like, I can't believe I was wearing that. But now we're going to talk about sayings like, gag me with a spoon or don't have a cow.
Okay.
You know, things like that. We'll talk about sayings today and years gone by.
Okay. Sounds
Okay.
good. So
So thanks to the guys in the booth. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week.